did you quit? Why did you not stick to what you said you were going to do? This is going to happen every time if you don't have a goal set with a plan to achieve said goals. The inevitable wall is going to hit where you're not going to know what to do anymore, and if you have no plan to fall back on, then it's going to end up like the rest where you tried and gave it up. That's like going into a new city without your phone to tell you every turn you need to take. You're gonna get lost. You need your map to fall back on. I remember when I started my first little e-com brand. I was so excited. I was consuming all the content under the sun, the podcasts, the books, the tutorials, all of it. All I could think about was doing this. So I made my website, I made all my sub-contents, I made my landing page, I made my reviews, all of that. I was at an all-time high. All I could think about was how much money I was about to make. I immediately put my site live. I put out my custom ads that I had outsourced from an ad company. I made my first few sales and I couldn't believe it. I was doing it. I was doing exactly what I said I was going to do. All the research I had done was paying off in real time and I was stoked. Wind the clock maybe 2 weeks ahead. It came to an immediate halt and I was stunned. I was like, well, is it my landing page? Is it my website? Is it my ads? Like, what is it? I couldn't figure out where I was going wrong. So I just continued to make new ads, put them out there, find new products, and just rinse and repeat the same thing I was doing that worked the first time. And as you can probably already tell, it wasn't working, and obviously doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result wasn't quite doing anything for me. And I didn't have a plan written out with any sort of goals to achieve, so slowly but surely, I just fizzled out and I quit doing it. Most of us have done this, and this was my first-hand experience of seeing what no goals and no plan does for you. Granted, it took me some time to realize where I had went wrong, but once I did, I decided it was time to put my hypothesis to the test. I decided I want to bulk up some more size in the gym. And at the time, I was maybe 172, in and around there. But this time, I was going to approach it with a plan and goals. My plan to achieve this goal consisted of all of my meals down to the calorie, my workout splits and what day I was going to hit them, my water intake, etc. Anytime I didn't reach what was expected of myself on the scale, I was able to go back to the plan that I had written for myself to achieve my goal and know exactly where I went wrong. And most of the time it was just I wasn't eating enough, and I was tracking it each day to know that that was the answer. It's all about setting goals and making actionable plans to achieve those goals. Because without this, you're going to wind up in the exact same place that you were last time. Each and every single time. One last thing before I sign it off for today is I'm sure I have this in common with most people watching this. You're far more keen and susceptible to what someone's going to say if they have the track record of doing the things that they said, right? So with all these various topics I've touched on in regard to getting after it, it's important to me to show you that I don't just say it, I do it. So in this coming September, I have enrolled myself as well as my wonderful girl of mine in a marathon for the first time ever. From the outside, this seems really daunting to me, but that's also what gets me out of bed every single day. That feeling of, oh, can I do it? Or, oh, this is gonna be hard. I fucking love it. Because this is the proving ground. This is where you get to see what you're made of. So for the next 6 months, I'm going to train hard. I'm going to take you along for the journey and put everything I've ever said to the test. This is so I can show you that you too can do whatever the fuck it is that you want, as long as you're willing to dig deep, make goals and plans to action those goals. The only person that's going to get in the way of those goals are you. So stay the fuck out of the way.